No lights near here because the moon was shining on its highest. But how and when the night came, have we been here that long? Oh god, it stinks even more than downstairs. Whoa, it moved. Everything is so messed up here. It's so scary. They all were watching the horrible mess of a very big hall around them, dark and dirty. Hey look, there are some musical instruments. Of course my mother loved music very much. I said, and with a soft, sad smile went to the broken piano in front of me. Soon my fingertip touched its black surface and some broken pieces of rhythm were still alive there, and the died one was screaming out their sorrow of being ruined without mercy. When her finger ran over its white keys with a slight pressure, a lost rhythm matured in their surroundings, and a dry smile crept over her wet lips. And one by one, rhythm to rhythm, a pleasant music again echoed in their surroundings, dancing in each corner of this dead alive mansion. When did she learn to play piano? You are good in this. Saying this, they again went back to their previous business while she was lost in the enchanted rhythm of her most favorite piano. But suddenly she stopped. They all were unaware about a heavy storm coming to them with each passing seconds. I turned around to saw everyone. When Irene was still finding Mimi in every corner, Tai and Jimmy was making fun of Jungkook while Jungkook was deadly glaring at them, about which they doesn't give a damn care. But suddenly we all got frozen on our spot and our head turned in the same direction when my name was called out loud. Dad, no, I was terrified to see him right in front of me. I don't accept him to be there. He was furiously walking towards me and said, "How dare you to step inside?" I saw Jungkook immediately went to Dad and held him. "Mr. Lee, please stop." He tried to stop him from reaching me while the taehyung came and stood beside me. "How dare you let others come in this mansion? How dare you?" "Mr. Lee, calm down." "George, uncle." We saw Henrik uncle was also coming to us with concern in his eyes, but my all focus was on Dad. Today I will not be afraid of his anger. "What's your problem? Did you ever tell me the reason? You want me to just to follow your rules, but today I am giving you two options. Tell me the reason or leave this mansion forever." And don't say something like this when you don't know the truth. So tell me, I want to know. Henrik took a deep breath and looked at Mr. Lee with some hope in his eye to melt his anger. "George, you should tell her she was her mother. One deserved to know this." And it's worked when the anger in George's eyes seems to be melted into the sad one. We studied together in a popular college of this country, but our families were mafia enemies, and so that we hate each other but unintentionally fell in love very deeply. And after facing many obstacles, finally our love started blooming when my family agreed for our relationship, but yet not her. After knowing that their daughter fell in love with their enemy, they tried to cage her as she didn't have any parents but an uncle and aunt who was not good to her. Yet we got married and she left her family. But one of the men who worked in her family mafia business, that pastor who said he loved her, was burning in her jealousy and so-called ego that why Ariana chose me over him. 2 years passed. We were living our married life happily together when after 2 years God blessed us by an angel, Juan. The day you born and we welcomed you in our home. After some weeks of that day, I had a serious accident returning back from the office. But that accident was planned by that pastor. Where we spent our 2 years loving each other, he was searching for our misery. In these 2 years, he made himself more powerful mafia than us. He broke inside this mansion when she was alone, but she tried her best to save your life. She ran away from him but ended up in a forest where she had to leave you when he caught her and dragged her to this mansion right in this hall. He came back in our life like a disaster on which humans have no power to cure. He killed her. He killed Ariana brutally, mercilessly in this mansion on the right spot you are standing on. He burned her, didn't even let me spare last glance of her. He burned her body. He didn't even left her to dig in the grave. They both were crying. He destroyed our small sweet family. He destroyed Ariana. He destroyed us. Wine, because your dad was not strong enough to fight with him. Mr. Lee said, looking at Wine with tears in his eyes. But at that time when I got this news, I wanted to be strong to destroy this world for her. Anyhow, when finally I found you, you were there in the forest, unconscious. My daughter, who was just some weeks old, was in my arms unconscious. I I take you to the doctor and he said we can't say anything. I was already angry with the news of Ariana's death and then you. It's made me insane and I burned it. I burned that forest completely. That burned forest in the way of this mansion, I was the one who burned it without caring about anyone. But maybe that forest cursed you that it's become your biggest fear than anything. I'm sorry my daughter, it's because of me. You might be wondering why this mansion is creepy. Ariana's death was not only the reason behind it, but the blood. The blood of all those humans who was behind our misery. I killed every single person here in this hall. I dragged them all here and killed them. I dragged that bastard too here and killed him as brutally as I could. That day I bring the hell down for him, but still I was restless. And I hide myself under the four walls with you, but come out when you become 4 years old for your studies. I realize I still have a hope to live. I have you and the memories of my love, Ariana. But can't get the peace. When I came out, some people laughed at me that I couldn't save my life and how weak I am. That I hide myself, but I ignore them and make myself a stronger person than ever. I don't want to repeat the past again. That's why I want to make you a powerful mafia. I want to make you strong. I don't hate you, my daughter. Just want my princess being a king, more powerful than her brother, and I'm sure she also wants this. She fell on her knees, crying out loud, while all of them looking at her helpless. Fine. He too go down on his knees and slightly embarrass her when suddenly a blast, not alone but a fire blast, breaking the glass window from where the moon was shining, started spreading its fire all around the hall. Their eyes widen, and for a while no one can react as they were too stunned by the view in front of them. One more fire blast and they all came back to their sense. Run downstairs. They all started running outside, but the first fire was not letting them. But the way was opened yet far, and with the help of each other somehow they went there and ran downstairs. The fire was already spreading downstairs more wild than upstairs. I was running holding wine in hand with others and Jimin around us. But suddenly my foot tripped over something and I fell down. When I felt a breeze whispered into my ear. Let it burn. Tai, are you okay? Wine, go ahead with others. What? Wine, please go, I will there too. What business were you gonna do here? Wine, please, my leg, I will come, you just go. Jimmy, where is Jimmy? Please find him and go with him, please. Please save him, Wine, please go. Okay, but Wine ran outside to find Jimmy. George. Yes, he ran around there, but again come back here, and this is the reason why I tell Wine to go. He had seen Mr. Lee. But he can't come upstairs until she didn't want. It's her place, it's her home. Henrik, Irene and JK came out of the mansion injured. Dad, where is my dad, brother? Where is Dad? Irene, they will be here soon. No, I want my dad, let me go. Shut up, Irene. He looked all around. Shit, where is Wine? I have to go. Brother, Dad, please save my dad. Yeah, I will, I promise. Uncle, take care of her in my absence, please. He said and hurriedly ran inside while Irene was a crying mess. You should not burn that forest, George. You don't know how many lives you took in the name of our daughter. Why she will be the only one to get cursed? You have to burn. Mr. Lee, what are you doing here? Come with me. I don't want to go with anyone else. Leave me. Mr. Lee, I'm begging you, please. Again a breeze, but this time a sharp one whispered in my ear, making me hiss in pain. Please go from here and let me go too. Please go. Mr. Lee, can I ask you for something? Please take care of my daughter. She's just a little angry with me. George had tears in his eyes. Ty ran away from there, understanding the situation because he sensed it. He sensed Ariana and what she whispered. Jungkook was coming outside with Wine and Jimin. While Irene saw this, her condition was not so good, and with that she drifted away. Jimin, oh God, you burned your arm. I can't breathe. Don't say it like this, please. Hey Jimin, open your eyes. And with that he went completely unconscious. Irene, hey Irene. Irene, my daughter, open your eyes. Jungkook was with Irene, worried as hell for her. Where is that? Thai. Wine looked all around and got anxious to not see anyone here and again ran into the mansion. Wine, where she went. Thai, where is my dad? What are you doing here and why the hell are you coming upstairs? Thai, dad, I don't know where he is. Please find him. Let's go out of here, Wine. You know where he is? He is not in the good condition and I don't want to hide anything from you. Now please come, everything is burning. It's not safe around here, please. What do you mean? That please take me to him, please. I beg you, please take me to my dad. I can't leave him like this, please. Oh God, why you both? Okay, I'm taking you there, but remember, you have to come there in any situation, and if you deny or show any thought of them, don't blame me for my any action. Somehow you take her upstairs and Dad, she ran to George, whose body was lying on the floor while the blood was oozing out of his mouth with a broken glass of peace in his hand as he stabbed himself. Why you did this, Dad? Just want to free from this life. Don't worry, daughter, my pain numbed long time ago. I couldn't feel the pain anymore. Dad, are you leaving me? One day I have to, and this is the punishment of my deeds. My time has come. You are again leaving your daughter alone. Who said you are alone? Everyone is here with you. And you are my strong daughter. You can protect yourself, okay? She didn't say anything and he took a deep breath. Make me and Ariana your granddaughter stop crying over us. I'm not sorry that he restored me. He ruined your daughter completely. Wine, let's go. We can't waste a second. Let's go. He pulled her up by her arms while she was looking at her dad unbelievably. Wine, today all your pain is burning with this mansion. Don't let this fire become your weakness. This fire is your strength. He took off his coat and revolver. This is the last fire, Wine, so let it burn. Saying this, they started running away from there while once she glanced at his dead, lifeless body. The hands which raised to graze her hair was on the ground today. It will all burn today. She can't believe this. When you step outside of this man's and leave this all here only for a new beginning, why don't you understand this? They came downstairs when her eyes fell on the man who was lying on the floor like lifeless, and seeing him, a rage of anger woken up inside her. She jerked her hand from Ty's grip and ran to him in the fire. Why? Hey, you can't die. You can't die this easily. My dad gave me to you to make me strong, but you destroyed me. You ruined me in these 3 years. You can't die this lightly. I was confused in why she's saying this. Is not they both in relationship? Is not she love him? Then why? Why and wait? I make her aside from him while she was crying out loud. He's alive, but he is injured too much. We need to take him to the hospital as fast as possible. Wine, no, Wine. She was losing her consciousness. Wine, we have to go out of here. Don't close your eyes, dear. My name called out and I immediately looked there. Dad. Mr. Kim was coming to his son with his bodyguards. Taehyung, my son, are you okay? When I see my dad, I feel like to cry so hard. Yes, Dad, I'm okay. Please come here. I'm coming, my son. Crossing every obstacle, Mr. Kim finally reached to his son and he started checking him out worriedly. Dad, please, this is not the time. Let's go out of here. They lifted one in his arms while the bodyguards take Jungkook with them and protecting everyone. They all come out of there alive and directly sat inside the car and drove off to the hospital by the professional racer with full speed as they need to reach the hospital as fast as possible. Where is Jimin? He is okay, right? Yes, he is, but he was unconscious. And what about you? I don't you are okay. It's not it is hurting, your wounds. And this girl Wine, our enemy. She is not our enemy. She is innocent. Okay, they rest for a while until we reach hospital, and about Jungkook, I hope we reach the hospital alive.